Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back if you are new. I am MaKenzie, and today we are going to be doing a power style yoga class. So this is going to focus on building up some heat throughout our body. We are going to work on engaging our core and maybe feeling a little bit of power through our legs. And with that, we are going to get started today in a child's pose. So when you're ready, we'll get started by coming down onto our mat, bending our knees, pressing our hips back towards our heels. You can keep your knees together or maybe draw your knees out to either edge of the mat, just moving whatever way is most comfortable. And then begin to crawl your hands forward, releasing your forehead down towards the mat. And then maybe beginning to close your eyes. Taking a couple deep breaths here as we begin to center our mind at the beginning of class. Forgetting all that has happened before and whatever you have going on after, just setting that off to the side for the duration of our time together. Continue with your breath as we begin to crawl our hands to our left, feeling a stretch through the right side of our body. Feeling the space in between our ribs expanding. And then moving off to the other side, hands to the opposite side. Maybe feeling the stretch through your left side body. You can keep your eyes closed or gently begin to blink them open as we crawl our hands back towards the center, pressing our hips up into a tabletop, drawing our shoulders above our wrists, hips above our knees, as we move through a couple rounds of cow and cat. Together, on your next breath in, begin to roll the shoulders down and back as you peel the front of your chest open for a cow. And then exhale, pressing into the mat as you round through your spine for cat, tucking the chin under. And 2 more times each way. Inhale, cow, gazing forward, gently making a scoop through your lower belly. And exhale, cat, pressing into your hands, tucking your chin, tucking your tailbone under. And 1 more time each way, at your pace. And back to your tabletop. Extend your right leg straight back, pointing all 5 toes under. As you drop your toes down, pressing back through your right heel. Noticing the stretch through the back of your leg, maybe feeling it through the back of your calf. As we flow, remembering to keep our breath to that steady breath you just set. And begin to rise your leg up off the mat, extending your left arm forward so opposite hand and leg are off the mat, feeling the core engage. And releasing it all back down. Moving into the other side, so extending your left leg straight back as you point all 5 toes under, and then dropping your toes down onto the mat. Pressing back through your heel. Maybe rocking back and forth, finding some gentle movements that feel good. And then rising your left leg up as you reach your right arm straight ahead. Feeling the core engage as you practice your balance. And drop your right hand down, your left knee back down, tuck all 10 toes under as we move into a knee hover. So once your 10 toes are under, begin to feel your core engage as you pick up your knees. So your legs are hovering, feeling the strength through your arms and through your whole body. And then press your hips up and back to your downward facing dog, release. You can bend into your knees, feeling your spine grow long as you draw the shoulders away from your ears. We're going to be here for Another round of breaths. You can pedal out your legs or stay in a still pose. Just getting some nice movements in. And on our next inhale, we're going to peek up towards our hands as we step our feet up to meet our hands, coming into a forward fold. On your next breath in, halfway lift, drawing your hands towards your shins as you gaze forward, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, palms come together in front of your heart. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows, cactus the arms down, lifting the chest. Inhale, sweeping it all back up. And then exhale, send your weight into your heels as you sit down into a chair pose. Bending into your knees, drawing the shoulders away from your ears. And release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, drawing your hands towards your shins as you gaze forward. And exhale, plant your palms into the mat, stepping one foot back and then the other as we move through a chaturanga. You can keep your knees lifted or gently drop your knees down. From wherever you are, on our next breath in, we're going to shift our weight forward. Exhale, lower halfway down as if you're going to take a push-up. Inhale, roll the shoulders down and back, up dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Pressing your hips up towards the sky. Again, drawing the shoulders away from your ears. Take one full round of breath here. And then on your next inhale, peek up towards your hands as you step your feet up to meet your hands once again, coming into a forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, sit up straight into your chair pose, bending into your knees, your weight back into your heels. And then release, forward fold, palms come together in front of your heart. From here, we're gonna move into a balancing pose. So begin to shift your weight into your right foot, drawing your left knee up as if you're gonna take a big step. And then on your next breath out, begin to kick your left leg straight back as you shift your weight forward. Balancing with your right leg, staying here, moving into this warrior three for a moment. And then begin to release your left foot down, bending into your left knee, releasing that down as you come into a runner's lunge. Sweeping your arms up towards the sky. As you begin to sink forward, drawing your right hip back and your left hip forward. Reaching your arms high, maybe feeling a gentle back bend. And then bring your hands to the ground, planting your left palm down as you sweep your right arm up. Feeling this twist. And then drop your right hand back down, tucking your left toes under, lifting your left leg up as you release back into a downward facing dog. Bending into the knees. As we move into the other side, so peek up towards your hands, stepping your feet up to meet your hands, forward fold. Inhale straight into your chair pose, bending into your knees, sending your hip, bending into your knees, sending your weight back into your heels, and come to stand, palms together in front of your heart. You can keep your palms together in front of your heart, or maybe drop your hands down to your hips as you begin to shift your weight into your left foot, drawing your right knee up as if you're taking a big step. And then on your next exhale, begin to kick your right leg back, moving into a warrior three. You can keep your hands wherever it's most comfortable and wherever it helps you with your balance. And then from here, begin to release your right foot down, bending into your knees, coming up into your runner's lunge. Drawing both arms up to the sky as you release your hips down, drawing your left hip back and your right hip forward. Feeling a gentle back bend. And moving into the twist, dropping your right hand onto the mat as you open your left arm up towards the sky. peeling your chest open to the left side of the mat. Breathing here as we draw the shoulders away from our ears. And releasing the left hand down. Tucking your right toes under as you send your hips up and back to that downward facing dog. Taking a moment here as we draw the shoulders away from our ears and feeling the spine grow longer. And on your next inhale, peek up towards your hands, stepping your feet up to meet your hands, forward fold, exhale. Inhale, sit up into the chair pose, drawing the shoulders away from the ears. See if you can sink down a little bit farther. And release, come to stand, palms come together in front of your heart. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows, cactus the arms down, lifting the chest. And inhale, sweeping the arms back up. Exhale, forward fold, releasing it all back down. Inhale, halfway lift, drawing your hands towards your shins as you gaze forward, feeling the length through your spine. And exhale, forward fold, release back down. Stepping one foot back and then the other, we're going to move through that chaturanga again. So you can keep your knees high or lower your knees down. Together on your next breath in, we're going to shift our weight forward. Exhale, lower halfway down as if we're taking a push-up. Inhale, roll the shoulders down and back for up dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple rounds of breath here to just catch your breath. Notice how you're feeling. Notice where your mind is at. See if you can draw that back to the mat. One more round of breath here. And then on your next inhale, begin to peek up towards your hands. Step or maybe hop your feet up to meet your hands. Coming in to a forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up, sitting back into your chair. And then exhale, come to stand, palms in front of your heart. We're going to move into that warrior three again, into that little balancing pose. So when you're ready, draw your hands wherever it's most comfortable, whichever way it helps you with balance. Begin to shift your weight into your right foot as you draw your left knee up as if you're taking a big step. And then exhale, extend your left leg behind, bringing your arms wherever it helps you with balance as you shift your weight forward for a warrior three. Pause here, finding a steady gazing point. You can keep a slight micro bend through your right knee, making sure you're not locking out your right leg. And then begin to release your left foot down as we move into a crescent lunge, drawing both arms towards the sky and your right hip back, shoulders away from your ears. Maybe gently arching your lower back as you reach your hands high. And then on your next exhale, release your hands down, planting your left palm into the mat. As you begin to draw your right arm up towards the sky, peeling your chest open to the right. From here, we're going to move into some fun side planks. So begin to shift your weight to the outside edges of your feet, and then sweep your right foot back to meet your left for your first side plank. Keep on pressing up through your left hand, keeping your left side body high. And then from here, we're going to shift our weight into a forearm plank on our right side. So shifting forward, dropping the right hand down, releasing down onto your right forearm, and then peeling the left arm up towards the sky. So now you're in a side forearm plank on your right side. Holding your arm here, holding it here for a moment, And then releasing your left forearm down so you're in a forearm plank. Both arms on the floor. Holding here. And then from here, we're gonna press straight up into your downward facing dog. So you can either drop your knees or keep your knees high, replacing your hands where your elbows are, pressing up into your downward facing dog. Taking a moment to breathe. And then on your next inhale, peek up towards your hands. Step or maybe hop your feet up to meet your hands once again, coming into a forward fold. Release down, exhale. Inhale, bend into your knees, moving up into your chair pose. Sending your weight back into your heels. And then release. Come to stand, palms in front of your heart. Again, drawing your hands wherever it's most comfortable for you as we move into a balancing pose on the left side. So when you're ready, begin to shift your weight into your left foot, drawing your right knee up as if you're taking a big step. And then exhale, release your right leg back, moving into your warrior three. Keeping a slight micro bend through your left leg as you shift your weight forward. Drawing your hands wherever it's most comfortable. And remembering to find that steady gazing point. One more round of breath. And then exhale, release down into your crescent lunge, drawing both arms towards the sky, shoulders away from your ears. Maybe reaching high, feeling the slight bend through your lower back. And dropping your hands down, planting your right palm down as you sweep your left arm up, peeling your chest open towards the left side of the mat for a twist. Now we're going to do the same thing we did on the other side. So begin to shift your weight to the outside edges of your feet as you draw your left foot back to meet your right. Coming into a full side plank. Pressing up through your right hand. Keeping your right side body high. And then releasing down onto your left forearm, opening up to a forearm side plank with your left arm this time, reaching your right arm high, or maybe up ahead if that is more comfortable. And then release your right forearm down for a plank. Holding it here for one round of breath. And then from here, we're going to move into a Sphinx pose. So drop your knees down, lowering your belly towards the mat, keeping your elbows bent, making sure your elbows and your shoulders are at a 90-degree angle for a Sphinx pose. Drawing the shoulders down and back. Maybe noticing the stretch through your back. Noticing where you may feel the stretch. And then release your chest down as we move into a shoulder stretch. So draw your hands right underneath your shoulders as you extend your right arm long off the right side of the mat. We're going to move into a shoulder stretch on this side. So from here, with our right arm long and our left hand planted into the mat, we're going to bend into our left knee and then draw our left foot behind our right leg into the ground as you begin to peel your chest open towards the left side of the mat. This can be kind of an intense stretch, so if it's too much, please listen to your body and only move as far as it's comfortable. And exhale, release back down. moving straight into the other side. So drawing your right hand underneath your right shoulder, drawing your left arm long, bending into your right knee as you press through the right hand, opening your chest open towards the right side. Again, noticing how this may feel. Coming back to your breath as we begin to slow down our practice. And release back down, unwind. From here, we're gonna move on to our backs. So pressing up through one hand, shifting our weight over, finding our way onto our backs. Bending into your knees as you plant the soles of your feet down into the mat, drawing the shoulders down, snuggling them in closer. And then once we've all found our way, we're going to pick our knees up off the mat, wrapping our hands around our shins, hugging our legs in closer, maybe gently rocking side to side. Breathing deep as we feel a nice counter stretch through our lower back. And come back towards center if you are moving. We're going to move into a figure four. So begin to drop your left foot down and then bringing your right ankle on top of your left knee. You can stay here or begin to pick up your left foot, wrapping your hands around your left shin, around the back of your left thigh, hugging everything in close. Feeling this nice stretch. And then begin to release your left foot back down. Moving straight into the other side. So draw the sole of your right foot down and then begin to pick up your left leg, drawing your left ankle on top of your right knee. You can stay here with your foot into the mat or begin to pick up your foot, wrapping your hands around the back of your shin or around the back of your thigh, hugging everything in, maybe staying still, maybe rocking side to side. Just noticing how this feels. And if your leg was lifted, drop your foot back down, unwinding so both feet are planted firmly into the mat. Reach your arms long off towards either side of the mat as we move into a twist. So begin to drop your knees off to your right side, maybe peeking over towards your left shoulder, towards your left hand. If you like, you can extend your top leg long. And then twist into the other side, moving through center, sending your knees off towards the left, maybe peeking over towards your right shoulder. And come back up towards center as we move into our final pose for a mini Shavasana. So you can keep your legs together or maybe draw your feet out towards either edge of the mat, dropping your knees towards the center, maybe bringing one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart as you begin to close your eyes and just taking a moment to notice how you feel. Reconnecting to your breath, finding those deep breaths that you started at the beginning of class. Taking a moment to notice how you feel, where's your mind at. See if you can draw it back to the mat for a little bit longer. And then taking a second to thank yourself for the time you made for intentional movements today. One more round of breath here. And on your next inhale, gently begin to blink your eyes open as you shift your weight off to one side, pressing up through your top hand, coming to find a seat. You can cross your legs, drawing the palms together in front of your heart as we gently bow our forehead to our fingertips to seal in the end of our practice. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed our class today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know what you thought of this class down below and any other classes you'd like to see from me in the future. And with that, I can't wait to see you on the mat next time. Bye.